every day of the finest ingredients in health. Now I have a swell surprise. Made fresh every day.
I know it's super late, and I apologize for coming on here trying to do this review. It's your boy Casey for the rest of the takes. I was too busy watching Broken Skull Sessions with Stone Cold and Jericho. That is a great episode, and it brings a unity. What they do with both of them, they try to bring a unity between AEW fans and WWE fans. That at the end of the day, it's all about enjoying wrestling. You know, we don't have to beef. If some of us like AEW more, WWE heads don't have to beef with AEW heads, vice versa. And some cats like WWE more, we don't have to beef with one another. We all the wrestling community. We all like wrestling at the end of the day. So, to make a long story short, let's go ahead and dive into WrestleMania 37 Night 2. How did I feel about WrestleMania Night 2? Was it better than Night 1? Nope. Night 1 was 1,000 times better. But I will be lying to you right here if I said that the main event of Night 2 was better than the main event of Night 1. And I love Sasha and Bianca because the ladies, they tore the house down. Roman, Edge, and Daniel Bryan did they doggone thing. Listen, triple threats. I know there's a lot of people that did want this triple threat, but I knew that this triple threat was going to be great. I knew it. Now, I was concerned because I didn't know who was going over. Everybody just assumed that Daniel Bryan get inserted in. Oh, congratulations, Edge. Kudos to both Daniel and Edge because they understand that this reign that Roman Reigns is on right now is something special. It's something special. And all three of them, if you want to throw Jey Uso in there with his theatrics and Paul Heyman with his facial reaction, excellent. But when I get to that, I'm going to talk about it. Now, before the show got started, there was word going out there to possibility that Night 2 was going to be in jeopardy because they said there was tornado warnings. And I know I was praying. There was a lot of people that was praying that the weather wouldn't be a factor, that they'd be able to start on time. And sure enough, so word got out that the picture that you're looking at was going to be the opener. I said, well, you know what? Listen, I don't care nothing about this feud. I'm like, you know what? Go ahead and get this mess out the way. Let's go ahead and get it going. So Orton comes out with the white and red trunks on. Never seen him dressed like that. You know, you got to take this long man sinister walk, get down to the ring. All this goofy stuff, right? So he get to the ring. Then here come Alexa Bliss with her demonic self. She come out there with the little goofy remix to the... I can't stand that song. Y'all know how the song go. I'm not even finna try to sing that song. She come out there. Next thing you know, it's this big dumb man box that's just chilling. They just came out with a big dumb man Jack in the Box. So, as we got to Bray Wyatt's entrance, now remember he's Burnt Fiend, correct? Burnt Fiend disappeared. He was back to being his regular Fiend. I said, how does that even make sense? made absolutely positively no sense whatsoever. Now a lot of people was pointing out that in his intro where he popped up in the screen and he looked at the screen, you can clearly see that he was saying Brody. So he was paying tribute to his fallen friend. So salute to Bray Wyatt on that. Now we get to the garbage match. The match was terrible. This match was a waste of time. It wasn't good at all. I would have preferred this being some kind of cinematic match because Bray Wyatt seems to be. Let me tell you something. He's good at coming up with characters, but for some reason, the matches that he have and him and Orton is just they don't do nothing. They tried this foolishness at 33, and everybody wanted that match to be a triple threat with the late Brody Lee, but they overlooked Brody Lee, and that match was a snooze fest. And the stupidity that took place in this match, right? So he pops out the Jack in the Box, right? They doing the things now. He tried to do the RKO on him, and he just popped back up. So remember, he's supposed to be this demoniac character that you can beat him up so bad, but he can't take nothing. He can get beat up, and then you ain't gonna be able to do nothing. Next thing you know, Alexa Bliss pops up out the Jack in the Box. So I don't know how she got up in the Jack in the Box. She pops up out the Jack in the Box, and the black goo that Orton was spitting up throughout this entire feud is coming out of her pores and her head and everything. Well, that was used as the distraction. Bray Wyatt is called up. Fiend is called up, looking at her. Orton turns him around. RKO 1, 2, 3. I said to myself, when Orton lost at Fastlane, something was saying Bray Wyatt is losing at WrestleMania. I said, what was the point of bringing that man back just to lose again? I don't give a care what these fools online sit up here saying, talk about some, this is part of the long storytelling that Alexa Bliss was Sister Abigail, the whole man, don't nobody give a crap about that. The Fiend should have went over regardless. Bray Wyatt what's the point of keep bringing the man back just to kill him off over and over and over and over again? It's like, why? Shout out to my man Martin, was going back and forth with my dude stuff. Bro, this makes absolutely no sense. None. Then when the situation happened, she was looking at him, he was looking at her. The lights go off, everybody disappear. I said, this was just it was terrible. And I said, this is a terrible way to start WrestleMania off. This is a terrible way. I said, oh boy. Then after that fiasco, we got another fiasco. We got Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax versus Tamina and Natalya. Now the question everybody was trying to ask themselves, where the clown was Reginald? Because Reginald was as much as I can't stand Reginald, he was like they front man or whatever. So everybody was asking the question where he was. Now I don't know where he was. I have no clue. I don't know. Man, y'all, this match. I feel real bad for Shayna Baszler. The only person I was happy for was Shayna Baszler. I'm not even going to talk about what happened in this match. I think in the fans, they really didn't care. They didn't care at all about this match. I think more fans would have been in tune in this match if it was the Riot Squad or if it was Lana and Naomi. That's just my personal take. I don't know how y'all feel about it, but nothing. So, as I called it, they retain, and word is out because as I'm gonna talk about them later on, but they retain for some two returning wrestlers that I have no desire to see them lose the titles to, but I'll just talk about that a little bit later. So I didn't even have to go down here look at this, but like I said, kudos to Shayna. Shayna got her moment. That basically what it was. It was Shayna getting her moment. So salute to Shayna for retaining the titles for her and Nia Jax. Now this match right here is when WrestleMania Night 2 started sparking up. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, whatever this is, was a great match. I enjoyed everything about this match. They care nothing about Logan Paul sitting out there, got a front row seat, just looking goofy. I know he was trying to sell the emotions of what was going on in the ring. I actually had Sami Zayn going over, but I wasn't really thinking. I'm like, wait a minute, Kevin Owens has been losing pay-per-view after pay-per-view after pay-per-view. WrestleMania is the payoff for allowing him to win. So I wasn't thinking about that. So kudos to that. Kevin Owens get the victory. So after the match, Logan Paul gets in the ring and Sami Zayn getting in the ring and he starts messing with him and he pushes him and he walks off, right? So then he goes and he grabs Kevin Owens' hand and he lifts his hand and Kevin Owens looking at the fans, they can't stand Logan Paul. Fans was booing Logan Paul the entire time. And we knew it was coming. Kevin Owens gives him the stunner, crowd pops. Great match. This is a great, what was this, number 3? The third match. This is starting to get the show off, off to a good start. Even though the show started off on a bad start, now we starting to get somewhere, you know what I mean? So then right back to back. Now, before the match happened, we had Matt Riddle in the back. He's scooting, he on the scooter. And he come across the Great Khali and he started to talk to the Great Khali. And I forgot the Great Khali's translator. I remember him, but he was right there. Then he walked off. Then RVD came out there. And RVD started selling his, he gave him some of his roll-up things or whatever. It's just a dumb segment. It was stupid. I know what they was doing, but the crowd popped when RVD showed up. So, so obviously he was getting ready for his match. So then, these two, I can't stand Matt Riddle, but these two had a great match. Sheamus, Matt Riddle, they went at it. They went to war. They was beating bricks off each other. And I got called it. Sheamus is your new United States champion. Well deserved. The man been working his tail off the entire time. I know he's been losing pay-per-view after pay-per-view, but it was worth it. It was worth it for him to get that championship. I know Matt Riddle just got it. I know a lot of people really didn't want Matt Riddle to lose it, but I think Sheamus winning was like the ultimate payoff for him doing all this hard work, especially with all the matches he had with Drew McIntyre. So kudos to Sheamus and them for putting on a very good match. Then we get to this match. We had Wale rap Big E down. And a lot of people was picking up that Wale was actually lip singing. So, y'all, this match was kind of rushed. It was very rushed. Y'all, this should have just been a no DQ match because they had the drums out there, but they didn't even use the drums. It was basically them using Kindle sticks to beat the brakes off each other, right? So, now the match started picking up when they started using steel steps because remember, steel steps has actually been a part of their storyline, so it was only right for them to constantly keep using the steel steps and everything. Big E had set the table up now, but Apollo had beat him up, so he put him on there. So then he goes to jump, and then Big E moves off, and then he jumps on the table. Now all Big E got to do is his finisher. I forgot the name of his finisher, right? Yo, this random fool comes out the woodwork. Now, I really, at the time, I wasn't watching Raw like how I am now because it was WrestleMania season. But during the Raw Underground, a lot of people had picked up who that guy was that came out the woodwork. I believe it's Daba Kato, I think that's his name. He was one of the dudes that was beating up everybody on Raw Underground. Well, he came out the woodwork, got himself into the match, pretty much destroyed Big E. He destroyed him. I mean, Big E got tore up from the floor up. He threw the man on top of him. Apollo Crews is your new Intercontinental Champion. Now, like I said, the match felt rushed. It was okay, but I wasn't really feeling it. I'll be honest with you, I wasn't. And I know that this was once again us in the match. So Apollo got his moment. Salute to Apollo. I know, and plus what it did, it gets more heel heat on Apollo. Having this big old behemoth guy, basically you can't beat Big E one-on-one. You got to have some kind of no DQ situation, and you can't do it with your own ability. You got to have some big old clown come out the woodwork to help you take the title off of him. But it gets heat on Apollo. So kudos to Apollo on becoming your new Intercontinental Champion. Now we get to the ladies. We get to the Raw Women's Championship. Now, I was back and forth. Y'all remember on my predictions, I said I had Rhea Ripley, but then when I saw Raw, I changed my mind because I said, man, Asuka really ain't got her moment yet. And but then they've been making NXT been getting the wins all day long. If you look at all the NXT superstars that's been winning, let's go back to Takeover. Raquel Gonzalez, she got it done. Bianca, she got it done on Saturday night. And then Rhea Ripley. How did I feel about this match? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This match was very slow. It was very slow, but in some cases they kind of picked up, and I was waiting on them to, pick it up even more, and it kind of was like, it kind of fell flat. But I really was watching because the name of the game was who's gonna win this match, and they made you think Oscar would actually might have, a shot to actually retain the title. But Rhea caught her off guard, and she did it. Now, usually, if you get performed, that's right. She had the girl that sings her theme song, "This Is My Brutality." I don't care nothing about all that. But usually, when you get performed in, you usually end up losing. But in this case, she won. She got the performance in. She got it. And there you have it. Rhea Ripley wins. Uh, Bianca wins. Raquel Gonzalez wins. I mean, NXT just winning all over the place. So kudos to them. I know everybody say WWE don't make new stars, but you can't say they didn't. But I know a lot of people were saying that the only reason Rhea won is because she's about to lose that title to Charlotte or Becky whenever they get back. But like I said, overall, it was an okay match, but kind of fell flat. So right now, y'all, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm at a 2 out of, because remember I broke it up. I gave you last night a 4 out of 5, and so right now I'm still at a 2. I'm at a 2 out of 5, right? Then we get here. We get here, y'all. We get here. But right now, I don't know where would I put this triple threat match. And I'm just only looking at WrestleMania triple threat matches or triple threat matches that's in WWE. This got to be number 1 right now. This got to be number 1 because Roman, Edge, Daniel Bryan, Jey Uso, Paul Heyman, standing ovation, y'all. Standing ovation for everybody involved in this match. The Fastlane match was great. This match was even better. This I can't say enough praises, man. The spot of this match was when both Daniel Bryan and Edge had Roman submitted because they took the little thing that be on the back of a chair. He had that, and he was pushing it through it all the way through his mouth. I said, man, I know Roman Reigns hurting it. Then he was getting ready to tap it. Like I said, then Daniel Bryan hopped up in there, and then he started to submit him. Then the two of them realized, like, oh snap, we both can't win this match. So then they started beating the brakes off of each other and everything, right? So, like I said, Edge brought them chairs up in there. I know you remember them chairs has been basically part of the storyline. It's been the chair hitting everybody in the head with chairs and everything. Roman Reigns somehow won this match. And he not only won this match in dominatory fashion, he won this match like a straight up boss. Straight up boss. I'm like, my goodness. The man, after he laid out Edge, grabs it. Now, Daniel Bryan already laid out. Grabs Edge, throws him on top of Daniel Bryan, and he pins the both of them at the same time. He got the 1, 2, 3. I said, yes, sir. I was like, yes, sir. I said, man, I'm so happy to be wrong. I am so happy to be wrong. Edge and Daniel Bryan understand this is something good. This is something great. What's going on with with Roman Reigns is something that's huge. That's something that WWE hasn't had in a long time. This is something they have not had in a long time. This stuff going on with Roman Reigns is like some next level stuff. And y'all know me. I'm enjoying what's going on over in AEW with Kenny Omega, but right here with Roman Reigns is next level. I am serious. This is next level. And look, it was a lot of people that was upset, but I'm happy. We got the result we wanted. Like I said, Asuka and Sasha, they lost. But both Bobby and Roman Reigns, they walked out of WrestleMania with their titles like two bosses. Salute. I can't be mad at all, man. I can't be mad. So because of this main event was that great, I had to boost myself up from a 2 to a 4. So even though I still feel that night 1 was better, this main event right here was just out of this world great. So overall, my final grade for WrestleMania 37 is a 8 out of 10. Very good WrestleMania. Outside of all the foolishness I talked about, it was some straight dumb stuff that took place tonight. But this main event alone, man, saved the night. It saved the night from last night. I don't know what y'all think, man. What did y'all think? Did y'all tell me in the comment section? Did you like night one or did you like night two better? And what's your overall opinion about this main event? Tell me everything. Tell me, just go out, go hard in the comment section. Always keep it respectful. This your boy Casey Field, Wrestling Takes. Man, I'm gone. Man, oh my goodness.